smokers lounge and we're doing other stuff too. Sofa la ti do.
Welcome, guys. What a beautiful introduction by Blerbs himself. Yeah, we've started.
Have we?
Yeah, that's the introduction.
That's the introduction. On the house.
What's going on? Welcome to episode 12.
Yeah, fuck.
The numbers are so big. I'm forgetting now.
Yeah, honestly, you went to and I went 20 something.
Yeah. 200.
It's felt like that.
Yeah,
it's been a journey.
Yeah, it's almost been too long. Nah, not really.
I mean, take that as you will.
It's been good, man. How are you?
Yeah, I'm here.
You here?
I'm here. I'm alive. I had a day.
Yep.
Tomorrow I have another one. But
that's how the world works. That's how life goes. Life goes on. Word to Tupac Shakur. Is that? Yeah. That's one of his songs, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Shania Twain as well.
Well, Shania Gang.
I thought, I'm not even going to say it. It's been a big day.
Yeah, it's been a big day for me, really. I mean, I haven't left the house, but I've been studying all day, and it's not been fun.
It'll take it out of you.
Yeah, and I've noticed, just years of just, drug abuse and alcohol and everything has just completely fucked me. Memory-wise, I probably got to, maybe year 12, and then there's, a good 2 or 3 years there where it's, I know what I was doing, but I can't remember what I was doing.
Yeah. Yes. But, I feel like a lot of that too is just getting back into the routine of trying to learn shit again. Yeah,
well, I mean, you're perfect to ask. Now you're studying. How are you finding?
Oh, it's annoying.
Yeah.
But I happen to be studying the coolest thing in the world, so.
Yeah, true.
It does get there are, like you said, there are times where I'll be doing shit and I'll be thinking, man, am I dumb? This is. But I suppose it has to be challenging because if it wasn't, then...
Oh, well, yeah, that's exactly right. But sometimes it's challenging to the point where it's I actually don't think I can do this. I've had that many times this semester.
But I feel like that's natural too.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone has that, but gradually as you progress.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I've said that multiple times now, but I got it done.
Yeah, true.
Pressure makes a diamond, my friend. A cump, whatever the fuck a cump is. A cup's worth is its emptiness. If that isn't some
wise shit,
fly knowledge.
Yeah, I've not heard that one before.
Yeah, man.
That was a good one, man. I've fucking I don't know. Sometimes I'm I was gonna say sometimes I amaze myself, but that sounds pretty fucking up myself, doesn't it? Whatever. But yeah, sometimes I'll do shit and it's oh yeah, fucking oath. But then other times, for example, almost failed a fucking an assignment that was based on primary school mathematics. And it's I used to be good at maths. In high school, I'd get A's and shit doing fucking algebra. Yeah. And now it's I'm trying to learn. But I think it's because when you learn it, you don't, learning your fucking, how to count and how to add numbers together and shit like that. You're not thinking about how you're doing it. You just sort of pick it up over repetition.
Yeah, well, and also once you hit high school, they go, oh, you're allowed to use your calculator.
Yeah, so that's true. Yeah.
You learn it for a couple of years as a kid, then go into high school, the most exciting time of childhood, basically, and becoming a teenager and whatever the fuck.
Man, high school was just fucking I always remember like growing up, and you'd always hear, "Oh, high school's the best time of your life," blah blah blah. And at the time, it's like, "Nah, fuck that shit. I want to leave. Can't wait to get out.
Can't wait to grow up." Oh, what a fucking stupid thing to say.
So I know. Oh, bro.
Every time I hear like a kid say it,
Yeah.
I just think,
you
have
fucking,
no
they
idea.
They don't. They have no idea.
Wait till
and I
you
feel like
find
they've
out
got
you have to pay tax on shit.
Yeah.
On food and water.
Yeah, they've got it easier as a kid now, like in terms of learning shit like iPads and blah 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 at school and all that sort of stuff. But into the real world, it's way harder because there's less demand for most things, and because all the kids are sort of at that similar level. Like when we didn't have fucking iPads, we had projectors. Your shit kids were shit kids, and your smart, intelligent kids were above, there was like quite a big fucking difference.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it's like you can sort of like, there's still dumb kids and there's still smart kids, but like the sort of even fucking middle ground, the even playing field, middle ground sort of area is like way bigger.
Yeah. But
you're less likely to find like a real slow, I shouldn't be saying that, but you're less likely to find
a slowy Tribbiani.
Yeah. A slowy Tribbiani. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, that's...
I was going to say it. No.
Too far.
A slonny Knoxville. But that's not a word.
Slonny Knoxville. That was twice as good as well.
Slonny Knox... Nah.
Sloney. Sylvester. Sloan? No, it doesn't really work.
Attack of the Sloanies?
Attack of the
it's gonna get.
Yeah,
we're not. Offensive. We're gonna say. Yeah, we are gonna get offensive soon.
Slow patrol.
Slow dogs.
Yeah, fuck you, baby, do it.
Wait, speaking of slow dogs, snow dogs. I'll just quickly bring up this news article. Cuba Gooding Jr. Have you seen him being fucking charged for touching up a girl? It's happening. Hollywood. It's fucking being exposed. Yeah. It's being exposed, man.
I got so excited for something related to either snow or snow dogs.
Huskies, yeah. Well, I mean...
Turns out Cuba Gooding Jr. raped.
Cuba Gooding Jr., yeah, well, no, I mean, he didn't rape. That's...
We don't know.
But he did wank off a dog. A slow dog.
I saw a lot of interviews with dudes from the cast and that saying, Cuba wasn't allowed alone with the dog.
Fuck off. Oh, man, whilst he's fucking skating across the snow in Alaska, he's wanking off his...
Get the DVD and you'll notice there's no deleted scenes on there because all the scenes they had to delete, he was touching dogs' dicks. Weird.
No. Well, he was touching up a woman in a bar. He's denied the accusation. Apparently, he touched her tits, touched her breasts, whatever. But according to lawyers, the security footage at the bar is like, it's gonna fucking, what's the word? When you get like let off. Did I write it down? No. I can't remember.
Found not guilty.
Extradite? No, expedite? Something like that. I can't remember. But basically, he's like, there's no incriminating footage, so he'll be like fine.
So
but he's denied it.
Anyway.
Hey?
They couldn't find incriminating footage.
No, they couldn't find incriminating footage, but that's not the word they used. The word they used was like he'll be extroverted.
But she incriminated him.
Well, I don't know how it works. Like, would she get fucked on if he is proven guilty?
I don't even know if that's a word. I was just pulling the...
No, but if you do get accused of something and then you're proven guilty, do they get fucked on? Because then it's like you're lying to like a court of law or whatever you'd
There's
say.
definitely a consequence for that shit.
Because I could go...
defamation
Because I could just... Yeah, because I could go and be like, oh, you touched my dick.
Assassination of character. Well, yeah, that would... But...
And
there's a reason no one does it because it's not it has to be proven.
Yeah.
In most circumstances.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, what a fucking cheeky rascal.
But yeah, no shit, eh?
Man, everyone...
Cuba Badding Jr. Terrible joke. Trying to keep him on a roll. It's not happening.
All right. Well, on the news, on the topic of ridiculous... Yeah, we'll go ridiculous first.
All right.
Okay. So, I don't know if you saw a picture. So we talked a bit before about if I could ride an animal, the one animal I wouldn't ride would be a spider.
Yeah. And just tell everyone what the animal was that you would ride?
A cassowary.
Gay.
Off the top of the dome. Tried to be a bit
But,
creative. Tried to be a bit...
With lasers.
Go against the wave.
A cassowary.
A cassowary. Oh, who's going to catch me?
Me on a cheetah?
On a cheetah. And what's a cheetah going to do?
Kill the cassowary?
When it receives
a
claw that's the size of this entire NPC to its chest area. But pushes all its internal organs out its back.
Yeah, but...
Now you're on the ground pleading for your life. And I'm not feeling like I'm going to have any mercy on you. I'm feeling like the fucking Thailand Prime Minister. Malaysian.
What's he done?
Send everyone's trash back without mercy.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Militant. But, anyway, fucking hate spiders. Did you see the picture of the spider carrying the possum?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Let's talk about that for a minute. Because...
Psycho.
For starters...
That could have been you.
I don't know if spiders have twins. And if they do, that may have been the same spider that we saw at Uncle Sam's. Definitely.
I wouldn't say... I mean, it was. The one at Uncle Sam's was big. I'll give you that.
Yeah, this thing...
But it wasn't carrying a fucking possum.
Yeah, this thing looked like a backpack. It was fucking ginormous. And it was carrying a fanny pack, which was the possum. Like, it...
Yeah. Well, I looked into this.
Probably a baby possum, but it made the baby possum look
No.
a little bitch.
Yeah. No, it did. It definitely did. If you're a possum, sort your fucking shit out.
Scurry away.
Yeah, like you're in a tree all your life, and a huntsman can't even hurt a human. What are you doing? You're basically feeding yourself to it.
Yeah.
Lying there just going, oh, fucking bite me, mate.
I fucking dare you, I'm going to scurry off. Bang.
Dare ya?
I
fucking dare ya.
He already planted, strung.
Well, yeah, you took the words out of my mouth, but I already looked it up, and it was a pygmy possum, right? And they grow to be 12 centimetres. So it's
That's
still...
not 12 centimetres.
How big's 12 centimetres?
Not that small.
Is it? So it was that big, still.
12 centimetres.
So it would have... No, it's not.
12 well, how big is
centimetres.
An inch is 12.5. Wait, no, that's half an inch.
An inch is
25.4 millimetres, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know what the fuck you're saying.
Which is 2.5 centimetres.
But if a ruler is like that...
so it would be a decent size.
It's like that. I'd say it's about that.
Dude, the wolf's head was 40 centimetres long.
Yeah. That wolf would have fucking ate that pygmy possum and the spider in one.
I don't know about the spider.
In one mouthful.
The spider's...
It was like 40 centimetres long. Anyway, but say, right, we got 12 centimetres. How big's a huntsman? Probably bigger than that. Like, I've seen huntsmen and they're probably...
could a huntsman get? Not just a huntsman you've seen. Because there are probably huntsmans out there. Huntermen?
I remember my granddad fucking picked up a huntsman.
Fuck that.
Yeah,
what?
I know. And I've, and he didn't even live here.
It's like picking up a fucking goatee with legs.
A goatee. Oh, they're just fucking... I mean, yeah, they're just fucked. They're fucked up. Spiders are fucked up in general. And now we're back on that topic. But I remember do you remember Out Here? And there was that fucking spider with all the babies on it? And we hit it, killed it, and all the babies popped and fucking went everywhere.
That was in Midland House, eh?
Oh, it was too, yeah.
That was fucking ages
That was
ago.
fucked, man.
Yeah, I had video of that on my old phone.
I had a video of a spider on my phone from Guildford. And like I zoomed in and you could see all the babies on the back like fucking crawling around and shit.
Okay, this is the most
Fuck
thing. Okay, so let's talk about it in well, it's got the weight here. But what to you?
I've got the weight of the possum though, so we can work that out.
Okay, even this is so fucked. It's 5.5 grams, is how much the spider weighs. So you think of that in terms of bud. That's what 1.5 grams less than a quarter of weed.
Yeah, that's
like, I don't know. It's
you get decent
believable,
sesh out of that.
But I just hate the idea of, you know, how a spider might fall on you or crawl on you, but you don't notice because it's so
you
small.
would feel that. It would land and you'd feel it.
Oh,
it's like those fucking tarantulas, bro.
bro.
Those massive fucking things, and you
adults,
can hear them,
4 legs.
and they're walking on the carpet, and you can hear them walking on the carpet.
Yeah, that's
you heard
my
that?
nightmare. That's that's my
Boy,
nightmare.
I had the most fucked up dream
Waking
last
up
night.
and just hearing. Fuck, I was watching TV here one time, and I thought I heard. I think a tap was dripping, and I went like just a.
What, you thought
and
it
I'm
was
going,
a spider?
Okay, how big is this spider, and how far have I got to run?
Oh man.
That's.
Yeah, well, these possums weigh between 10 to 50 grams. So either way, that was lifting double its body weight at the least.
Yeah, which is, bro, that comes back to a whole other conversation. Is if that spider was the size of a cat or a dog, it would be able to drag a human corpse away if it wanted to.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, it's like ants. Like there's the whole thing. It's like my one fun fact. But if an ant was like to scale of a human, it would be as fast as a Lamborghini and shit.
Well, and they can lift like
Yeah, and they can lift like 10
times their body weight. Or
Yeah, whatever.
I don't know what it is
I
exactly.
think it's 10
but
times,
I think
but
it's a lot.
15. Yeah. Well, I mean, if I could lift 10 times my body weight,
If you
I'd
next
be the
time you
Hulk.
see an ant, just drop a slice of bread on it, and watch that slice of bread lift,
Move.
and then start scurrying across the floor.
Man, it's actually fucking crazy, eh? Like, all right.
Everything is alien.
What would you rather have to battle 1,000 ants, normal ants? No, wait, what am I getting at? Yeah, what would you rather? Battle 1,000 ants
Yes.
or battle one ant that was the size of Peter Dinklage?
Okay, so that spider.
That spider
the ant. Sorry.
The ant would definitely
The
fuck it.
ant would use me as a dumbbell.
Yeah, it would. That was a shit fucking comparison. I'm trying to think of like what would be better. 1,000 ants.
1,000 ants seems like something you could probably fucking deal with.
1,000 humans the size of ants, or one ant the size of a human. Again, 1,000 humans. But
Well,
imagine
is
1,000
it though? Because
humans.
1,000 humans put their minds to it, and they got a little bit of time to plot something, and next thing you know, I've got a fucking Tesla rocket hurling towards my ear, and
Yeah, the size of a wasp.
yeah, maybe slightly even smaller, but
Yeah, I don't know, man. Something for you all to think about, you know.
yeah, really give that some thought.
Yeah, don't waste your time.
Anyway,
on it.
the point was
just-
fuck spiders.
Yeah, yeah, definitely,
And-
100%. Fuck spiders.
Ugh.
But on that note, though, if you're having like waking up and having little scary dreams, I had a fucking scary dream last night, a nightmare. Woke up like 3 times. I was getting chased. I was with a bunch of people, at like a campsite or something. But I think it's because of all the Game of Thrones I've been watching. But these like two dudes, don't know who they were, but these two dudes just had like a massive pitchfork, and they're just fucking like stab cunts, and like they'd just die instantly. So like I'm with a bunch of people, and we're like watching people getting fucking killed by these two people who are just walking around. Somehow no one's like defeating them, and we've like starting to run off. And everyone I'm with, for some dumb reason, think that they're not following us anymore. So they turn around, and then I stop, look at everyone going back, and they all get killed. So then it's me running by myself, and I end up in a bush, just hiding. And like my whole fucking nightmare was me just like hiding in this bush, waiting for these two psychopaths to catch me.
Fuck that.
Bro, they fucking catch me. We're in a car, we drift into water, and I'm thinking, oh, they're going to get out of the car. They're going to think I'm going to drown, but I'm going to get out of the car. This will be my chance to escape. Not the case. For some weird reason, the car's like floating. We get to like a buoy in the middle of the fucking thing, and they're like planning to get me out and tie me to this fucking like buoy thing in the middle of the water. Oh, it was so fucked. It was so fucked.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I've woke up like 3 times during that nightmare. So like it was like in sections. So it was like watching everyone get killed, me running, me fucking in water.
You know how they have like dream analysis and all that?
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently if you have a dream where you fall in water, you like boys. So,
fuck off.
Man. That's just what I've been hearing in circles with all my dream team. The dream team. I don't know.
Dream
Put
catch
me
me
to bed
if you fall. Yeah. No, I've looked up a couple dream shit before. Like snakes. That's like anxiety. If your teeth are falling out, that's anxiety as well.
I think everything fucked is just...
Yeah. I think anxiety is like the blanket in the fucked up society we live in, but like anxiety and depression is just like the blanket fucking cover of like any issue. And I don't know if you want to get into it, but that's a whole thing with like teenagers. We'll save that for another day.
Yeah, I don't like speaking about fucking mental health and shit.
You're right, man.
Oh no, it's not even like that. It's just it's a tricky one.
Yeah,
it's far too tricky for this podcast at this point in time. Anyway, episode 21. Every time you've ever thought about suicide, message us.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, another fucked up thing that I've got for news. Did you hear about the shooting at the Raptors fucking parade? No. So, Raptors had like a championship parade in Toronto. Fucking 2 million people went to like the main square. Is it Jurassic Park or whatever?
Oh,
well, whatever the fuck it is.
It's in Canada, right?
Yeah, Whistler Mountains or something.
Whistler. Yeah, they won the championship and they went and worked at a ski lodge for 6 months.
Yeah. Oh, did you see Fred VanVleet with the fucking cigar holding his kid? Just no fucks given, whatever. Like, just holding his kid with a cigar, just like puffing away.
Just blowing.
Yeah, just did not give a fuck. They all look like they've been on coke for like since they won. I don't think any of them have stopped partying. Like, they're all just drinking and shit. But as you would be. But yeah, so it was like 2 million people in the crowd. There was a shooting, like a block away from like wherever the bus was. 4 people were injured, and 3 people have been arrested, and 2 guns were recovered. But yeah, it's fucking that shit scares me, especially since like was it you that we were talking about stadiums, and was saying like how if like you really wanted to do something bad, stadiums is like what you would do.
Yeah. I mean,
It was because some places got like 130,000.
Yeah, we were talking about that shit.
130,000 fucking people capacity.
I think the exact quote was, and again, out of context, this would sound fucking horrible. You had to be there. It worked in the context of this certain conversation, but it would have been more efficient to fly a plane into the MCG or something than the Twin Towers. But I don't know if that stands up like factually. I don't think there's 65,000 people inside the Twin Towers, but big towers. So
I don't know how many people died in the Twin Towers either. Yeah. Okay, well, what about if you compared it to Hiroshima? How many people died in Hiroshima? Like
10,000, I think.
Was it? I thought it was like 200,000. Look it up. We need numbers. Right. I feel like it's way more than 10,000.
I watched a documentary about it not too long ago, and I'm pretty sure it said on impact 10,000 people just disappeared.
That's
incinerated.
Fucked. That is so fucked up.
Yeah, it was fucking wild. Like, imagine that happening. The bombs immediately devastated their targets. Over the next 2 to 4 months, the acute effects of the bombings killed 90,000 to 146,000 in Hiroshima.
That's a big
But that's the acute effects over the course of 2 to 4 months.
So it'd be like ongoing injuries that you couldn't repair or...
Do atomic bombs give off
radiation?
All that
radiation
shit.
Sickness, all that sort of stuff. I'm pretty sure it was like a radius, It was like a 2K radius or something of people that got impacted, fucked on. Wasn't there a dude who survived because he was in a fucking pipe? He was in like a fucking sewage pipe or some shit.
I'm not too sure, to be honest.
That could just be
There
bullshit.
are like a lot of different stories about people who survived. Yeah, see, it's got nothing like that here, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 10,000 people, bang, just...
That's fucking scary, eh?
That's
and now you think about,
scary.
like, what we have now, like, nukes and fucking all that sort of shit, like...
Humans found
one
a way...
nuke now would wipe out a fucking continent.
Yeah.
I think.
It's...
close to it. If you were to drop it on...
They're only getting bigger, and... I don't know. Plus all the other shit, like, it throws up, like, you know, that whole nuclear winter shit. If it's big enough, it throws, like, dust up into the air. Shit's just dark for weeks.
Fuck.
No sunlight, all that shit.
Just like a fog, like a big smog.
Yeah, basically. But...
It'd be cool to see, but
I don't think,
not cool to see at the same time.
Are atomic bombs and nuclear bombs the same thing? I'm not going to look it up because we could be here all day talking about this shit.
I'm not too sure.
I feel like...
Well, atomic bombs are made from atoms colliding. Nuclear bombs are made from nuclear power, which I don't think is the same thing. One's like molecular combustion. Feel like I'm on to something over there. Like, I feel like that could
molecular combustion.
It sounds pretty smart.
Yeah, that sounds like...
Molecular combustion. I'm sticking with it. You got molecules, they come together. Blow up a planet. A country.
A planet, okay.
Blow up a country.
Okay, freezer.
Nuclear power would just be something that's like compressed, an energy or force or whatever the fuck you want to call it, compressed, and then, you know, I think...
Whereas an atom would be atom.
Yeah, true, I guess.
They atomise into...
A fucking morph.
Yeah, the fucking cheetah animorph.
Cassowary animorph.
Yeah, Bradley. Turning into a cassowary. Oh, sorry, man. Let me put your chest back.
Oh, man.
soz. That's not medically possible. And then back to normal.
Back to Bradley.
I don't think Animorphs made noises, but I feel like that was a pretty accurate depiction of...
I feel like Bradley as well is like every character on a TV show. Like there's probably a fucking Power Ranger called Bradley.
Definitely. As Bradley was the white one. And the pink one. But no one knew. They revealed that twist in the 45th season that no one ever saw.
Man, the white Power Ranger, eh? He was a fucking beast. I think he was... Yeah, Bradley, yeah.
Yeah, see, I call him by name because I have respect.
No, but I don't know. As a kid, I don't know why. Was that the reason? Like, no one knew who the white Power Ranger was?
So at the end, the pink one took his mask off, the white one took his mask off. Bang. Same person.
Were they?
Yeah. But one of them was a hologram the whole time.
You're talking shit, eh? Yes, you are talking shit.
Go back and watch all 22 seasons of Power Rangers and then tell me if you think it's bullshit.
Power Rangers was the shit. I always remember watching like the same... We had this like one video and it was like a Halloween special or some shit with like a big pumpkin fucking dude. And
it
like
was
some guy with like long hair.
If you were going to do a critique or a review of a fucking Power Rangers episode or series or something, like, obviously at
Should
the time you're
we change
a
our
kid...
podcast? Should we do a podcast on Power Rangers? Watch every episode? Analyse each character?
Well, no, because 1/3 of the characters is Bradley.
Yeah,
so
true.
We've already covered that. But yeah, every episode went the exact same way. They'd fight a heap of weird alien critters that had swords or whatever. And then
in stupid costume.
there'd be a shitty smoke machine effect over a plasticine city, and some big ugly monster would walk like this because at the time they didn't have the capabilities to put joints in their legs or anything. Whether that was the case or just laziness. But
I feel like it's the same now, and like
every
they'd always
time they
just jump.
jumped in all their ships and went and did the Voltron thing, and all became a big robot who also didn't have joints.
Yeah. What was he called? What was the big Power Ranger called? Fuck, I can't remember.
Predatron.
Predatron. Yeah, man. Power Rangers was the shit though. That was sick. Fuck, I had something here I wanted to vent about, but do you have any other news shit?
I
can't get over your cassowary.
It was good, eh? Yes, I do. It's only brief, and I feel like it just has to be mentioned because it's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. But, what to do with it?
Hopefully this time the fucking video doesn't cut out. Useless. I'm also thinking we hit someone up for a guest. First guest appearance, it's got to happen now. Only makes sense like a cat building a fence. But that doesn't make sense.
You've got a beautiful voice, man. And sorry to cut you off. I don't know if you want to watch the video or not, but the Pakistani Prime Minister, or a minister, I don't know if he's the prime one or if he's just a normal one. But basically, doing this pretty important fucking government... It was a government conference of some sort. I'm not going to go look into all the details because I don't fucking care. But the funniest part is, like, 10 minutes into this fucking conference, because they're broadcasting it live, someone put a cat filter on him and it was on the entire time. And this whole, like, ministerial conference or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
How the fuck what were they doing it on?
Snapchat?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Fucked if I know.
Oh, it was on Facebook. It was live streamed on Facebook.
Yeah, but now he's a kitty cat.
He legit is. And he's got pink ears. Man, that's fucking embarrassing. No doubt
I
some
just think
cunt's been
that's
fucking...
the funniest thing.
Some cunt's been fucking killed for
You
that.
know, all of the people involved take that hell seriously.
Yeah.
I just saw that and thought, that's probably going to be the funniest thing I've seen this week that's happened. And also the fact that all these other people are probably going to be stressing about it. Oh, they put a cat filter, fucking... I won't say what I was going to say. That almost took a 9/11 type turn straight into a building. But...
I don't know why we're laughing about that. But
it's funny. Cat filters.
Yeah, man. That is pretty funny.
I implore whoever does that and makes that happen to do it all the time. So never have to see another, even if it's current affair and they're talking to Pauline Hanson, but she's just got a fucking filter on with a top hat and a stupid moustache or something. Bad example. Fucking terrible. I had to take it low now.
Right, I've got one last thing, and then we'll get into music and whatnot. Okay. So we don't really, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. I'm just going to say, I was going to try and give it somewhat of an introduction, but fuck it, doesn't matter. Vegan burgers at fast food restaurants. The dumbest thing I've ever heard of. KFC have just released one. Why? You're a fucking chicken shop. A chicken shop. But you make fried chicken. Why would any vegan go to a place that makes fried chicken?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a perfect point. Like HJ's was a great example.
Yeah, HJ's,
there's
Macca's.
nothing on the menu that you want to eat, and they have to make one option on there to include vegans.
Yeah.
Why bother?
And it's like...
Go somewhere else. It's
and
like
the thing
going
is
to a
with
sushi place and going, well, you don't have burgers. Well, that's because
exactly.
we're a fucking sushi place.
Exactly.
If you want burgers, go to a burger place. If you want vegan food,
100%.
Go to a fucking paddock
100%.
and get on your hands and knees. Eat
100%.
grass. It's just dumb.
Idiots. Yeah, no, that's perfect. That is, 100%. That's a perfect example. The thing is with Macca's, you can go to Macca's and you can get an option already without having to get a vegan burger. You can go and buy a fucking salad. Or buy a fucking salad wrap and take the chicken out. Or do whatever the fuck you want to do. Why do you need to, if you want a burger so much, don't be vegan.
Yeah.
If you want to have something that looks like a burger and join the rest of us, don't be vegan.
Or... have some more...
Or just be vegan and go to a fucking... There's vegan cafes and shit now. There's probably a tenfold of vegan cafes that have opened up in the last fucking 2 years. I don't know what a tenfold means, but...
I'm just thinking from the perspective of how funny it is that, like you're saying, they go and buy shit that looks like burgers and stuff rather than just... eating a burger. It obviously proves they don't want to be vegan.
Yeah.
But they're doing it for some other reason. Now, it's not working out for them because they can't want... That's hilarious.
It's the whole... And it's like the whole thing where
just
it's almost... Like from videos and shit you see of vegans. Or the vegan protesters or whatever, and they're fucking storming into Dome Cafe or whatever the fuck they're doing... and whatever, going off at people for eating meat and
I feel like I'd hit someone if they did that to me.
Bro.
If I'm eating my food...
I'm telling you now, you do not mess with my food or just me in general with food.
Well,
I will lose my shit.
And not only that, but I feel like that's the one... Bar someone walking up to you and poking you in the chest and going, I'm about to hit you, motherfucker, let's fight or something.
Yeah.
if you're sitting there eating and someone's there next to you screaming at you and harassing you, I feel like you're well within your means to eat them.
Yeah, or at least grab your fork and just jab them in the fucking eye. And then pull their eye out, eat their eye in front of them and go, is this vegan? I don't know.
It's not vegan, that was very extreme. Yeah. Are you alright, man?
But,
is this going back to your nightmares and stuff? Is everything all
just
good? Or?
Fucking, like, honestly, if you're a vegan, go to vegan places, be a vegan, live a happy vegan life.
Yeah.
And
die at fucking 39 because...
Because you got no iron.
Yeah.
Or however the fuck it works. But don't fucking, like, just, one, don't harass people. Two, don't make life difficult for others because they don't want to fucking follow your shit. Or be, you know, like, in this day and age, the whole thing is about respecting people's fucking opinions and respecting people's choices and individuality and all that sort of stuff. If you're a vegan, you're a vegan. If you're not a vegan, you're not a fucking vegan. Why does it matter?
Well, and...
It's like they're angry because we're like I don't know what it is. It's like we've accepted the fact that people want to be vegan. Not saying we as like, you know, whatever, but like people are accepting the fact that people want to be vegan or people are vegan. No one gives a fuck. But they are whinging because we aren't vegan.
Yeah. I think a lot of it is like, you know, we were talking about virtue signalling, how like people will post things on Facebook and that to, you know, show that they have these particular morals and principles and try and whether or not they actually practice them in the real world.
Yeah. But
they create this
facade.
Yeah. Same thing.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like I'm not going to say I don't respect vegans, but any vegan I've ever met who I've had respect for never had to fucking tell me they were a vegan because I don't go up to people and go, hey, how's it going? My name's Jade. I eat meat.
Yeah.
Okay, calm down, guy.
No
That's
shit.
fine. Don't tell me. Unless we're going to a restaurant and you order food and I go, what are you, a fucking vegan? And you go, yes. And then I go, oh, okay. This is how I should find out.
Yeah.
You should never have a reason to tell me unless I ask the question.
Yeah.
Because what makes you think
Another
anyone
thing as well,
cares?
right?
I don't know. Not all vegans are like that. But
No. They're not. But unfortunately...
extremists.
Yeah, I was going to say, unfortunately, there's the extremists out there that are making it seem like that. But, and back to the whole fast food thing, it's those kind of people that have made it happen. Like, they're the ones who've gone... Macca's need to fucking give us a vegan option, blah, blah, blah. You don't fucking respect our fucking decisions and all this sort of shit. And Macca's are just going to do it. Because if they don't do it, they're labelled the bad guy, fucking all that sort of bullshit. But I don't understand how it's like this massive thing about, you know, animals want to live, they want a life and shit. It's like, yeah, fair enough. But the fucking, like, the animals don't know anything. Like... We're not going around eating dogs, which we know are loyal, fucking trustworthy pets that would defend you as a fucking owner, as a human, compared to a sheep, which could not give two fucks about you, or a pig, which if you fell on the floor would eat you.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? It makes no sense.
I feel like...
And we're not at the top of the fucking food chain because we went around eating plants our whole fucking life. If that was the case, we would have died a long time ago when a fucking lion came along and ate us.
Mad frail and 5'4" if we did survive.
Exactly. Should be fucking grateful for all of us fucking normal cunts out there that have ate meat our whole fucking life to put you where you are today. I'm making a stand. My name's Clive Palmer and I'm running for One Nation Australia, whatever the fuck it's called. But, yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, bro.
Whoa.
Vegans, man. I've got fucking heated. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on. Fuck me. Do you want to do Artist of the Week?
Yeah, man. Jump into it.
Do you want to do it, or do you want me to introduce it and we'll just talk about it?
Follow your heart, man. You take this one.
All right. So this week's artist of the week is Seth Sentry. I was actually meaning to put it on Facebook. We need to sort out some sort of thing. I was thinking like it'd be cool if we did this week Seth Sentry and then like a music, little bit of a fucking
Eric?
yeah.
Yeah, man. Whatever that was.
Eric. Okay, so Seth Sentry, artist of the week. He's from Sorrento, Victoria. He's signed to his own label, High Score. Yeah, High Score. That's what it's called. High Score Records, I imagine.
I wasn't even aware of that myself.
Yeah, well, it's pretty cool though. It's a cool name. He's into his games and shit. Yeah, man, that's it. Nah. Do you want to do this? He's got 2 albums. For you who don't know Seth Sentry, he's dope. He's coming to Perth this Friday, so you might be a bit late, but if you're not and you want to go see him, check him out. You don't know who he is, get your tickets.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Perth is the only show that hasn't sold out as well.
Oh, real?
At the minute.
Yeah, well, there you go.
But I wouldn't be surprised if it does.
Yeah, but by the time you're listening to this, it'll be Thursday and the gig's on Friday. So if you do want to go, get onto it. We're going. It's going to be fucking sick. First time I'm seeing him.
Yeah.
You've seen him before, eh?
I saw him once, fucking years ago.
Yeah, bro, I'm so keen.
It'll be dope. I'm just keen to go to a fucking gig.
Yeah. But yeah, Seth Sentry's fucking sick. He's got 2 albums and an EP. I would say what got him famous was the Waitress song.
Yeah, I think that's sort of... Because I'm pretty sure that was played on Triple J and shit.
Yeah, and I think that was, like, definitely the first Seth Sentry song I heard.
Yeah.
But that was just like, that's a tune. Like, even now, fucking what? When did it come out? I don't even have it on here, but his first album was 2012, so we'd say 2010, 11. That's like 8 years ago, and I'll still listen to that song now the whole way through, won't skip it.
It was just like, I don't know, different for what was coming out at the time.
Yeah.
But also, like, I don't think... He's got this weird, like... We will go into the albums and that, but he's... I don't know, he's sort of like... I don't want to say sort of like Master Killer with, like, the talk rap style and that, but is... Because he does have, like, a lot of different melodies and patterns and stuff. He switches it up for every song. Yeah. But... Just that conversational sort of
style
approach.
I know what you mean. Like, he doesn't really have. There's no like there's no like changing his voice. Yeah. Like, he doesn't seem to raise it. He doesn't seem to ever sort of like emphasize too much, as in like fucking expression and shit. Like, he does obviously express himself, but it's always like, yeah, like you're saying, it's just a very fucking chilled out like.
You feel like you're in a conversation with him listening to his songs. Yeah. And because of his concepts and the content.
Yeah.
It is sort of, a lot of it is very personal.
Then he'll have a song like fucking Hellboy where it is just like straight bars, or Nobody Like Me and it's straight bars, but it's still the same thing. Nobody Like Me
is ridiculous. Like.
Yeah. Oh, bro, that song's fucking so dope. Then he's got
songs like Violin about his relationship with his old man, which is a bit more...
Yeah.
Slow tempo, strings, very sort of emotionally driven, if that's how you want to put it. But then he's got like Sorry, and he's talking about everyone he's ever done wrong and just like cats in high school and shit.
Yeah.
And the whole way through the song, you're just going, oh yeah, like I don't know, it's just very fucking relatable.
Yeah, fucking oath. Pripyat's like that as well.
I don't know if
Pripyat
there's
1 or 2, and it's like, I'm barely here no more. I'm barely here no more. Fuck, how's it go?
I'm not 100% sure.
Yes, raindrops. Oh, I can't even fucking... I've like got it in my head, but I can't remember the lyrics enough to say it.
I know the song now. But...
Yeah, man, he's just fucking dope. I don't like his his flow and like wordplay and just everything is just. I feel
like he took what. Okay, I don't want to say he took because I feel like he came up in the same circle as like your 360s and Pezzers and shit like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely from like that same, you know, how we were saying Little Brother would be considered backpack or underground or whatever, and then you'd have your boom bap, your gangster rap, all this other shit. Well, 360 and Pez and all them would have very much fit into their own category. And out of all of them, I feel like he's managed to keep that whole thing going with just being mad relatable. I used to listen to 360 shit. I don't anymore because I'm just sort of past that phase. But there was a phase when I was into it, and a lot of it was just about relatability in that.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, 360 was always like just he was like 360's earliest. What are we doing? Are we going into another artist? But 360's like earliest shit definitely had fucking substance. But then it was like he became the Australian Lil Wayne almost. Like just metaphorical bars for the sake of having a bar that was like play on words.
Yeah, and he like a lot of it was very much humour based.
Yeah.
Which isn't a bad thing because
he was good. He was good.
I probably would rather listen to that than listen to some Aussie dude rap about all the fucking thug shit that he thinks he's done.
Yeah.
But depends.
But yeah, so Seth Sentry, This Was Tomorrow, that came out 2012. Peaked at number 6 on ARIA Albums chart.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
It's a dope album.
Strange New Past, very dope album. 2015 reached number 2 on ARIA Albums chart. And then won Best Urban Album, 2015 ARIA Music Awards.
I can't believe.
And he's independent as well.
Years.
Yeah, and
Doesn't
do you know
feel
what?
That long.
Fucking what's his latest song? Wrong one.
Yeah.
It didn't click until today, but Play It Safe is an album, and that came out like what, a year ago.
Yeah.
So like he released that, and at the time, it was sort of like, oh shit,
that's
Seth
true.
Sentry, but then it was like, just nothing.
That's like with Strange New Past, Hellboy. I'm pretty sure came out before the album did.
Yeah. I mean, that's usually how it works, but like a year before is like sort of that whole thing of like, you kind of now assume that Play It Safe won't be on the upcoming album.
Yeah, unless, you know, I don't think he has dropped any singles, but maybe it is just a...
Well, the wrong one, I could imagine, would be a single, eh?
Oh, no, I don't mean like singles off the album, I just mean just a track for the sake of it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. Seth Sentry, fucking check him out.
If you haven't already
heard of him. Yeah, I was going to say, if you've not already heard of him, check him out. But I can almost guarantee
that you're living underneath.
And if you are listening to this, I mean, you most likely would have heard Seth Sentry, let's be real, especially if you're Australian.
But I also don't think he gets due credit. I think a lot of people write him off as just being that guy on the radio who sung about hoverboards. And it's like...
Yeah.
That, I was guilty of that at a point as well.
Yeah.
And
I think I was, to be honest. Like, I slept on his first album. I got into the second album. I got into Strange New Past first.
I feel like a lot of people...
Apart from Waitress song.
It's easy to do because you've heard his songs on the radio, so you already have this sort of, you know, the hoverboard song. So
I
he
fucking
just
hate that song as well.
I didn't hate it when it came out, and like even when I got that album, I wouldn't skip it until, you know, 6 months or so after it had dropped and it was getting played on 92.9 and all that. But,
yeah, I mean, hate's a strong word. I don't hate the song, but it's definitely not one of my preferred Seth Sentry songs. Like, Dumb is probably one of my favourites. But when we're talking radio play tracks of his, Float Away I can definitely listen to.
Yeah, fucking oath. And even Run, like Run's one of the radio ones I can listen to. I don't.
Yeah. But yeah, Seth Sentry, this Friday, 21st of June at, where is it? Amplifier. So if you haven't got tickets and you've only just found out,
or is it the same thing? I haven't been.
Amplifier. Yeah, same place. Amplifier Capital. But yeah, if you've not got tickets and you want to go,
do it.
Google, search.
Play a beautiful piano melody.
Yeah, I'll play a piano. Yeah.
Send it to Seth, and he might
shit on it.
I don't know, whatever you expect to come from that, but do it. See what happens.
Fucking what else we got? Other music. Do you have any music news? There was that. I looked up, like I tried to find some new shit that was coming out or had came out. There's fuck all. I've got 2 things here. What have you got?
Black Moon dropped a new video and single. Black Moon, like Buckshot.
Yeah.
Called Creep With Me, and yeah.
Is it cool? Is it good?
Bangs.
Is it cool?
Is
it cool, man?
Yeah, dude, it's totally funky and yeah, so cool. Nah, it's fucking dope. Beat knocks. Yeah, if you haven't heard Black Moon, get around it.
I think I'll have to get around it.
It's dope. Other than that, your old Droog, who dropped an album like 2 months ago or something, just dropped a new album like yesterday or something.
Oh, I thought he said because I saw that link come up. I thought he was dropping another album.
I was listening to it on Spotify before.
Oh shit!
So 2 albums in like under 2 months.
That's fucking nuts, eh?
And yeah, I don't know. It's just he does have that sort of similar to like Rock Marcy and Earl Sweatshirt and that, where he does have some very like obscure sample selection.
Yeah.
Which some I like listening to, some I don't.
Yeah.
Again, it's a lot of the time it comes down how dope the bars are, but they're, listening to Earl Sweatshirt's album, and there was 1 or 2 beats on there with the like stop start sample, or it was very skippy or whatever, and it just sounded it like purposely distorted and all that shit. But
I'm not a fan. It depends. If it's purposely like distorted but mixed well, then it's like, yeah, cool. But I hate people who are like, oh, fuck it. Like, it's almost as if they've gone, oh, I won't mix it because I don't need to mix it. It's like, just do it. Like, just make it sound good.
Yeah.
Keep whatever fucking style you want.
I think the trouble with a lot of that is
good.
If you're getting a really abstract sample, like someone like Madlib or Alchemist might, and then you're flipping a random fucking flute, like Indian flute loop or something.
Yeah.
And flute loop. And, like, you're not going to put polished drums on there and try and
a flute,
mix it.
That's like let's do that. Let's do that. Joint project. Flute loops.
I have a flute loop on my computer that knocks.
Let's call it Flute Loops. And we'll just make some fucking artwork with little Fruit Loop looking vinyl records / cereal in a bowl of milk.
And the spoon is a flute.
Oi, let's fucking do it, bro.
Oh, she wrote.
The Flute Loops. Make a song, video clip. I was just eating Fruit Loops with a flute. Oi.
That's about as far as that concept
goes.
Yeah,
it does. It does. But the Flute Loop, so that's fucking something right there. I'm telling you. Yeah. On subject of Madlib though, when I was getting my tattoo done, they were playing. I said they were playing like just high focus and shit. You put on like MF Doom for like half an hour, so that was pretty dope. I was just watching. They had like a big screen. They had a big screen like in the studio. And they were just fucking playing like YouTube videos and shit. And on that note, shout out to Mishi Inc. check him out on Instagram at Mishy Inc. MIISHYINK. I won a competition. He gave me a 3-foot tattoo on my leg. Turned out fucking sick. Happy with it. Hit him up if you want to get some fucking ink done. Go check him out. It's killing it.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, fucking MF Doom. Like, dope. On my music.
I didn't like. Yeah, that was.
What?
I did not expect to hear that.
What?
Just. Like, I know that you've been listening to, like, Special Herbs and that since back in the
Oh,
day.
yeah.
But I just never expected to hear you go, oh, MF Doom's dope.
Yeah, no, well, fuck. I mean, he is dope. He's definitely dope. But the thing that got me with MF Doom, why I was sort of, like, always kind of, like, a bit on and off, like, the whole Special Herb shit, dope, but it was always his beats that I was drawn to. With his bars, sometimes it just kind of got too much MF Doomy for me.
Yeah. Even,
and
like,
for those who know
fan
MF Doom,
I understand.
yeah. For those who
exactly
know MF Doom,
that
you know what I mean. But I'm trying to think what fucking songs he played. Give me some songs, like big songs.
Accordion.
No, I know that.
Meat Grinder.
No.
Blush,
No. Oh fuck. Yeah, let's not do this because we'll be going for ages. But he was playing. There was video clips for him, if that helps.
Well, Accordion is probably my favourite. Questions is...
I think Doomsday was one of them, but...
Operation Doomsday. Or is it just Doomsday?
Yeah, this was definitely one of them, but... There was, like, one of the video clips was him in, like, a deli.
Probably Questions. And it's got another guy in it, or...?
I can't remember. I'm not even going to bother trying to fucking find him, because this album alone has got 42 songs on it.
Wow.
Or it might be instrumentals as well. Operation Doomsday.
Must be like a special fucking...
Oh, this is one of them. Dead Bent. This is actually one of them.
Gastrals?
This is the best of MF Doom. I can't remember. Anyway, MF Doom kills it. But yeah, like, it was always just too, like, beats were dope, only so much I could listen to before it was like, okay, like...
Yeah. Yeah, I can get that.
But, he is dope, don't get me wrong. He is sick. But I feel like it's like that with a lot of artists in general, like, especially when they only have that one kind of, like...
Best
style.
example going Aesop Rock. Like,
Yeah,
he
so
is,
I've not even listened.
He is the most, like, hailed underground, if that's what you want to call it, sort of. I don't know what category it would fit in. You know, probably similar to, like, Atmosphere and those sort of dudes, but and Doom and stuff as well. But Aesop Rock is like that with a bit of Jam Baxter thrown in, and I've just dropped a pound of meth into the cauldron, and now it's and I've heard songs of his that are like fucking insane. Like, you've probably heard None Shall Pass or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I think I have,
some of those tracks, but he's got songs that are dope, but there's too many of them where I get halfway through the song and I'm going, okay, that's the 20th word you've used. I don't know what it means, and I don't know. It's like too obscure a picture to paint yourself.
Yeah. I'd like. I'm trying to think of another example. Well, you said him before, and in no way am I knocking this cunt because he's dope, and I highly respect him. But Jan Baxter, it's like, yeah, you're dope. I know that you're dope. You've got good lyricism, all that sort of stuff. You can fucking paint a picture. But when you start talking about flies without wings and just the most absurd shit, it's like, why can't you simplify it a little bit and just give me some fucking real, heartfelt shit about your life, and not some weird abstract concept fucking album about
my only
just
thing with
random
that
shit.
Is like some of these songs he's writing, he has an image in his head of what it is.
Yeah.
So he's, instead of going, well, I can just rhyme and just do some, bars about this or that, and because, again, I think part of it's probably, we know that he loves his drugs.
Yeah.
So a lot of it, it'd be like getting on shrooms or whatever.
Yeah.
Listening to beats, writing about whatever the fuck you're thinking about, and instead of going, I should take it back and it's like probably, I don't know, there needs to be that, because that's like the purest form of putting your thought into a track and not having a filter and a specific formula or foundation of rules that you have to follow to make the music. You can just write whatever the fuck's in your head, and Jan Baxter's dope enough that he makes you want to listen to it.
Yeah.
And it's the same with like I was gonna say Ghostface.
Yeah.
Was always happening. He'd say a lot of shit where I never understood, but because I liked listening to him so much, eventually, after listening to it for so long, I figured out myself some of the things he meant to say.
Yeah.
Some things I had to look up. Other things, still to this day, don't know what means cauliflower hurting when I dump the trash. What does that mean, friend?
Yeah. What's the Capadonna bar? And it's like, oh fuck. Don't get me. Is it like 16940?
169400311.
Yeah. 169400311. You can get long dick hip hop affection.
1604931.
That's what we said. That's exactly what we said.
16940.
Oh yeah. 1604931. You can get long dick hip hop affection. But what's the line before that? No. There's a reason why I'm saying this. Oh yeah, because isn't the number thing?
Yeah,
like a
160 is the area code. That's why you hear him say like 16 ooh and all that shit.
Yeah.
And then 49311, like in the alphabet numerically, 4 is D, 9 is I, C is 3, 11 is K. Dick. It's like in that Method Man song, he's like, everybody get the 49311. He's like, everybody get the dick. Don't know why. Love just throwing his dick about, but that's cool, man, because Method Man, he can do what he wants.
Fucking man, that's so weird, because like I remember you telling me about that, and then ever since I've listened to it, I've like tried to remember what it was. And I knew that it was.
Read the Wu-Tang
I knew that
so
it was something.
I
knew that it was something about letters and alphabets and whatever numbers or whatever.
Because there's other ones that they do. I can't remember any of them at the minute, but yeah, they do it with like the 97 mentality to the year born God. Like, what the fuck does the year born God mean? But born is 9 and God is 7, and it's like that's the like Islam 5% teachings or whatever. Yeah, I don't know.
It's pretty intense though. Like, just to think that these cunts, not only were they writing bars and making dope shit, they were also like studying a whole other fucking like
religion.
Yeah. And it wasn't just taken lightly either. It was like they had to study that shit to fucking even be like an affiliate almost.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
It's them that were saying that like they get questioned, eh? Is that Wu-Tang? Or am I thinking of just
Scientology?
No, but was it Wu-Tang that would be like they were studying it that much that like someone like Riz or whatever would be like, all right, what's so and so?
Yeah, probably.
What's
like
like
12 lessons or whatever.
Yeah.
Or is it 120 lessons? I think it's, I don't know.
But they'd be
There
like,
should
what's
be two.
so and so from fucking so and so? And they'd be like, so and so.
Yeah,
And
man.
they'd say it.
And he'd go, so?
Perpendicular to the square. Terrible Rizzo impersonation. Perpendicular to the square. Bobby Digital. Terrible. Again.
Of all people
I
to
know.
try and do an impersonation of, too. The only person who can
Perpendicular to the
impersonate Rizzo.
square.
To the square.
Ghostface. Catch the blast of my eyebrows. Oh. Fuck, now I just want to listen to Ghostface, boy.
I always want to just listen to Ghostface.
Oh, I always remember that Back to Capadonna. Probably, the thing is, right, this is the annoying thing, and you put me onto it, but I think my favourite verse of any Wu-Tang member is that Capadonna verse out of Winter Wars.
I think that's any Wu-Tang fan's favourite Wu-Tang verse.
And he's not, and at the time he wasn't even a Wu-Tang member. Now he is, but he wasn't.
Yeah, he was always
It's
like...
fucking nuts, man. And you can't get it on, it's for some dumb reason it's not on Iron Man.
It is on Spotify again.
Yeah, but not on Iron Man. It's like the fucking Don't Be a Menace.
It was
South
on
Central.
It was on Iron Man when I had the CD, when I first got that. Back when I had the Lancer.
Yeah, well, it would be, because it's on the album.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. It's not on Spotify under the album. It's on Spotify under Don't Be a Menace in South Central whilst eating fucking watermelon in the hood or whatever it's called. What is it called?
Don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the wood, eating your watermelon, you fucking racist.
Oh, man.
Spotify's gonna take this down.
That is... that is so bad. But also, like, pretty... Like... yeah, no.
Yeah, man, it's
anyway.
pretty like...
Yeah, okay. Do you want to talk about sport real quick?
Yeah, let's do it.
So, LaMelo Ball going to Illawarra Hawks.
Yeah, that's insane.
It is pretty
It'll
fucking
be
crazy.
Very fucking interesting, that's for sure.
Yeah, was I talking to you about it saying that I reckon he'll struggle? I do think he will struggle. Like,
I hope he does.
NBL isn't NBA standard, but NBL isn't a fuck around league. You know, they play properly.
And there's no extra steps, so...
Yeah.
all
Yeah,
that
no
fucking
shit. I don't even think all the fancy fucking shit that he
gathering from
does.
half court
Yeah.
and throwing it down and taking 4 steps.
Yeah. It'll be interesting. We'll definitely have to go. I don't want to say it because it's like jumping on the bandwagon that every other cunt's going to do who follows basketball enough to know who he is in general. But I was going to say we should go and fucking watch a game where
Yeah, but
he's,
we've
you know-
been saying that we were going to go start watching the Wildcats more and shit, so...
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm still keen. Like,
yeah, it's not... Got nothing to do
but it
with
would be
that.
like, imagine seeing fucking LeVar Ball.
Oh, I don't
in
know
Perth.
that he'd be there.
Oh, for sure. He'll come. Maybe not to Perth, but
Yeah,
he'll definitely
maybe
go
not to
to
every
Illawarra game.
Yeah.
But yeah,
What a fucking...
just so dumb. Have you
Yeah,
seen the
yeah,
advert that they've
trip.
put up? The NBL have put up, and it's like a big fucking like editing like highlight reel thing of LaMelo Ball, and it's like starts off with like a Google thing, and it'd be like what is it? It's like top fucking prospect for NBA draft 2020, and then they're like backspace, and then it's like 6'6" point guard, backspace, big baller, full stop, and then they click I'm feeling lucky, and it comes up LaMelo Ball, Illawarra Hawks, and it's like all of his highlights of like college games and shit or high school games.
Yeah, it's
so dumb. Like,
I feel sorry for him to a
lot
degree.
of it's strategic, I reckon, to get fans. Not fans, but to get attention. Because if you get someone like LaMelo Ball, this big name fucking high school basketballer, get him to come over, and then all these other big name draft picks or whatever, future draft picks might go,
They've been trying to do it for a minute now.
Yeah.
But it's also...
Because, like, where's Bryce Cotton from?
Yeah, fucked if I know.
Like, was he,
I'm pretty sure.
like, a G League or some shit like that, or?
Yeah, like, they have a lot of imports who come from G League or who might lose their spot in the G League, come down. It's slowly more and more becoming a thing. But I can't remember what the fuck I was going to say. It's completely gone.
Should we move on then?
Fuck, Spion. Yeah.
So,
that's what I was going to say. Just quickly. Like, not a knock on the NBL page or that, and this is only on, like, Facebook and Instagram, like, social media and shit. But I have noticed, like, it could be a no-name import, someone no one's ever heard of who's come from a college in America or G League team or some shit. They tend to, like, smash the posts about it, and far more than just a normal trade between NBL teams or whatever.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I know more of the NBL, like, import players than I do of, like, Australian players, apart from the main cunt. What's his name? Damian Martin? Not Damian Martin. It is Damian Martin, eh? Is he related to fucking old mate? Footy? Fucking all got tattoos. What's his name? Hawthorne. No, Collingwood.
Dustin Martin.
Richmond. Yeah, Dustin Martin. They're not related, eh?
Probably, definitely.
Yeah, it's stupid that I'd even...
definitely.
Do you know what just came to mind from thinking that? I got tagged today in a fucking video about fucking high five. Like, it was a video of like...
Bloopers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck, eh? Like, it never even clicked to me that, you know, looking back at it...
actual humans?
Yeah, looking back at it now, it's like, no shit. Like,
yeah, Charlie was the first bird I ever wanted to fuck, and I couldn't even get a hard dick then. I was like 4, and I knew I wanted to fuck it.
Yeah.
It was just, I didn't know what fucking was, but
I don't know who that... I forgot about the Asian, but she's fit. Like, watching
I mean,
her,
they were all fit. There was... Yeah. That's what turned me into the fucking twisted, perverted cunt that I am now. Was high five, realistically. From ages 4 to like 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Just couldn't.
Where are you going? Where are you going?
It was a good time, man. It was a good time for everyone.
Anyway. All right. Anyway, so I was just whatever.
Do you want to throw in an ad break while I go for a piss?
Yeah, we'll just go.
Boy.
I'll just talk shit while you're gone. So yeah, I'm thinking of getting rid of Blerbs from the podcast. I don't think he's quite up to scratch. He doesn't really know what he's doing. Yeah, I don't know. I think it would just be better with me, so let me know. Yes?
Are we doing the poll? Is that a whole thing?
Okay, so this, like, just as I was saying, this is how unprofessional he is. Still doesn't know what's happening. And he's shouting out to me whilst he's on the toilet. What have I done? just sitting here, lonely. I'm so alone.
Oops.
Yeah, man. Welcome back.
Yeah, man. What the fuck?
All right, so straight back into it. Al Horford set to turn down a $30.5 million option to stay at Celtics, become a free agent. So is Harrison Barnes. He's also becoming a free agent from Sacramento.
Cheeky sod.
Where do you reckon they'll go? Where do you reckon Al Horford will go? Lakers?
Oh. I don't know, man.
Imagine that.
I don't know what he's thinking. Is he going somewhere
Imagine
for
that.
more money, or is
Kyrie,
he going somewhere to try and win a ring?
Kyrie, LeBron, Al Horford, Anthony Davis.
I mean, it'd be dope.
Won't happen, but it would be dope. There's definitely potential there, but I doubt it will happen.
Never say it won't, because remember, DeMarcus Cousins only got paid like $2 million for this season.
Yeah, but isn't the word that Kyrie's going to fucking Brooklyn or whatever?
Yeah, well, that's the word. But I meant more so with the Al Horford thing. Like, it might be less he's going for more money and more he's looking to win a ring, so he wants to take a pay cut.
Go to where?
I know, that's another thing about the Lakers, is I saw a thing today, they still owe Luol Deng, like,
Stupid amount of money.
$20 million or $10 million or something.
Fuck Luol Deng.
For the next two, so don't, I mean...
Yeah, don't get me wrong, Luol Deng's a fucking iconic player. He's a great player, but just part ways. Fucking money
Yeah, well,
off.
he's not, that's what I mean, he's not, it's part of the contract even though he doesn't play for them anymore.
Who was the player who played like half a season for Warriors and got paid out like 50 mil or some bullshit? He was like a sort of like a bench...
No idea.
Fuck, what was his name? I just remember seeing a post about it a while ago, and it was just like him, like just not even like training anymore, just like out drinking or whatever. But he'd been paid like a shitload of money for the Warriors. I think it was with Warriors, but never played. But because of his contract, was still getting paid like $500,000 a year or whatever the fuck it was.
So it would have been
for like another fucking 10 years.
Been like a first round draft pick or someone
But basically,
who was a big player who...
Yeah. Basically, because of his contract, he was still getting paid like $1 mil, $5 mil or whatever a year, even though he wasn't fucking playing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was like with all those shuffles with Melo. And there was a point in time where even though the Knicks, I'm pretty sure, had got rid of Melo, they still owed him money. And he was like pretty well sorted for getting paid regardless of what he did.
They get paid so much fucking money, eh? I saw that Lionel Messi was number one most highest paid sport athlete. I think LeBron was
somewhere in the back of a car doing this to whatever new album's out at the minute with a fucking do-rag on.
Yeah, fucking idiot. It was...
I love LeBron.
It was Messi...
As a player.
Messi, Ronaldo, Floyd Mayweather, and then I think it was like LeBron, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, and then I don't know, fucking Tom...
Was McGregor on there at all? Or?
No, I don't think so. What's that fucking Packer's name? Not Packer, that's an actual player. What's NFL? Tom Brady. I'm pretty sure he was up there.
What did you just say, though? You said something about Packer, and I started thinking about fucking James Packer, the kind of...
I think that's who I was thinking of. He just sold...
Fucking with Mariah
he just
Carey
sold that.
Shit, eh?
He sold Crown Casino. Or part of it or something for like 3-point-something billion dollars.
When we were in Sydney, we went on
That's ridiculous money.
On a water taxi. And they had like a new casino they just built, I'm pretty sure. Or
in Sydney,
it was in the process of getting built.
Star Casino, I think it is.
But I'm pretty sure it must have already been built, because otherwise he wouldn't have been able to
Chevy.
tell us this. But the fucking... Chevy's not in Sydney, is he?
No, but if Chevy's listening to this and I mention Star Casino, him and Daisy know exactly what went down at Star Casino.
Okay. Well, anyway, this little boat pilot, whatever you call him, is saying that in that casino, like the one that was the newer casino in Sydney on the waterfront, it's high rollers only or whatever, and the minimum bet is like $10,000.
Yeah, they do that in.
It's like,
they do that
excuse
Crown
me,
here. They do that at Crown here
so
for poker.
Yeah, but I mean, this was
Play
an
high roller poker.
entire casino
Oh, okay, yeah.
dedicated to high rollers.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, imagine the motherfuckers walking around inside of it.
Oh, yeah, no shit. Old Asians.
No, that's just Crown Casino at fucking 3 a.m. on the slot machines.
Like, that's fucked though, eh? Like, to think, okay, one, who are they? Because I feel like if you've got money like that, you're not just good at saving. You're either a full-blown poker dude who has won a shitload of money from playing poker, or you're like the CEO of fucking BP or BHP or Woodside or some shit. Don't do that, because that's going to be hell loud.
Yeah, my bad. I feel like if you go to a casino that's for high rollers, the price you pay to get in there probably covers you having a bit of discretion.
As to like who,
because you know, the guy who runs Commonwealth Bank has enough money that if he wanted to own your entire family and fuck each one of them individually, he could make that happen on a boat.
Yeah.
In an island somewhere.
Yeah.
But there's probably a reason that he's not out in the streets, in the clubs or whatever,
fucking
partying it
families.
up, buying bottles, and I'll have you too. Gather your children, you're mine now. But yeah, you probably pay expensive dollars. Go a high roller casino would probably be an example of somewhere that you'd go. Getting in there, they go, okay, well, you know, in that casino, you can probably guarantee that cats aren't allowed to like take pictures with their phone and shit like
for
that.
sure. Yeah. How the fuck, like,
because that's the rich
to have
people,
10 grand though.
Rich people are probably the freakiest people.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. But to have 10 grand, I mean, I don't know why I'm saying for sure. I don't know that. But to have 10 grand to just throw away it annoys me.
Yeah. Invest in something.
Oh, man. Or
if
just
you're going to take a risk
money
with it, rather than it be such ridiculous odds, invest in something.
Yeah, or just give the money back.
Or
to
dedicate it to a
worthy
fucking
cause.
Truly inspiring, hard-working, motivational podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Smokers Lounge.
Exactly. Give us all your money. We're now making the Smokers Lounge High Roller Casino. That's what we're going to have.
So we get a Patreon account, but you have to pay $2,000 just to watch, and we don't get our dicks out. Mm-hmm. Well, in the $2,000 one, in the $4,000 one, we get our dicks out, and we hire another guy to stand in the corner of the room with his dick out.
Well, I mean, I was going to say, if we get our dicks out, we give you money back. You pay $2,000, we get a dicks out, we give you $1,000 back.
Yeah, and an apology
because I wouldn't want to charge any more than $10 to see my dick. Anyway.
Okay then.
Last thing on basketball or sport, but it's always NBA. Chris Paul and Harden aren't on good terms. Have you seen the video of them courtside during like a timeout, and Chris Paul goes up to him? They're having like a little bit of a conversation. Chris Paul's just like, yeah, all right, whatever. And like goes to give him a fist bump, and Harden just fucking slaps the cunt's hand. Just legit just fucking slaps it out of him. And they have like a bit more of like a whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Apparently it's too far gone. Someone from fucking Houston has said that, you know, they're not going to be able to fucking rekindle it. And
also said that's news to me. He commented on the Twitter post about him and Harden having this whole confrontation where Harden went, Paul was trying to coach him and Harden said you can't even beat your man or something like that. And
that's probably what that was.
Chris Paul commented on Twitter saying, shit, that's news to me. So it may have happened, but he wasn't aware that it was.
People have taken it out of context. Well, yeah. Anyway, all right. We'll get into the poll and then we'll finish it up because I did a WhatsApp doc and no cunt fucking.
Did you
sent
mention
any messages?
the Raptors while I was in the toilet or
No.
winning the championship?
Well, we've already spoke about it with the shooting. Well, we didn't really speak. All right, so Raptors won the NBA championship.
Yeah,
it was fucking nuts. Kawhi was MVP.
The Warriors didn't win.
Yeah, well,
It sort of sucks because Kevin Durant and Klay Thompson. That's a bit.
I felt Kevin Durant. Yeah, he did his best, but I feel like that was gone the moment he was injured the first time, and it was a constant delay. It was like, oh, I'll be here for game 3, be here for game 4, be here for game 5. But Klay Thompson scored the most points in that game. He scored 30 points and went off in before halftime or just after halftime, third quarter I think it was, or some shit. He went off injured, and he scored more points than anyone in the whole fucking game.
Well, now he's out for an entire fucking season or something. Well, he's back in February.
Well, yeah, I mean,
which is
like you were saying, it's annoying because you're gonna have these people go, oh well, they only won because Kevin Durant wasn't playing, or Klay Thompson got injured, or whatever.
That doesn't count.
At the end of the day, Toronto still won at Oracle Arena twice.
Yeah. They won.
So and Raptors fucking deserve to be where they were. They play well as a team. Their bench was turning up and fucking showing up for games. Not saying Warriors wasn't, but if Curry wasn't hitting his shots or Klay wasn't hitting his shots, they were fucking fucked, basically.
When have you noticed how... And again, I only like...
Van Vliet was fucking smashing it.
There's a lot of hate just in regards to good players anyway, but that whole thing of how last year when Kawhi was leaving the Spurs, he was sitting out, he was cleared by the team's medical staff to play. But his team and himself and his family decided against it, so he sat out the playoffs and all that. Spurs didn't really go anywhere. San Antonio, as a city, turned on Kawhi. All you heard about press was Kawhi sitting out, not wanting to play, all this stuff. Kevin Durant comes after injuring himself twice, I'm pretty sure. He had little niggles and stuff and had to sit out games.
Yeah.
And then comes back and injures himself and has to sit out an entire season because the team's medical staff went, no, it'll be all right. We need to win this championship.
Yeah,
and now all you can see people saying is, fuck that. Like, you've got to listen to yourself, and if it doesn't feel right and you got to sit out another game, do it, because you fuck your ACL too many times or do a knee or something like that, you might never be the same player again.
Yeah, for sure. It was pretty fucked as well because that was in Canada, in Toronto, when he was injured, and the fucking fans started like
booing,
waving and shit. But everyone on the team was like, "No, fuck, like, don't do that."
But if you go to fucking anything and boo people, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, oh yeah, sure.
Even if you go to a footy game and you're a diehard supporter of this squad and the other team kicks a goal, if you sit there and go, boo, what the fuck is your deal? You're the weakest piece of form of shit there is.
Yeah, no shit. But yeah, did you see the video of Van Vliet and Kyle Lowry questions him?
Yeah.
Wait, was it? Yeah, I think it was.
And he bigs
him
up.
He bigs him up, but then Van Vliet's... Well, it might have been a different video, but Van Vliet was saying how, Kyle Lowry was hitting his shots and then he started missing them, so he had to come and, carry the team and bring them back. Because the cunt hit, he hit pretty much the most important shots of the game. Yeah. He hit, 2 or 3...
Well, he set...
I think he hit
playoff record for threes or something, didn't he? Or...
Nah.
He did something.
Did he?
I'll Google it real quick.
Because
he did something.
I know that he hit 2 back-to-back threes, I think it was, which basically brought them back into the game. Or tied them, some shit like that. And there was heavy defense as well. So they were pretty fucking nuts. But yeah, man, I got a lot of respect for that cunt. He's one of my favourite players at the moment. Kyle Lowry's sick, but Van Vliet, I don't know what it is. He just, you could tell that he had...
Oh, there you go.
He had his heart in that game, or just in that series. He was giving it everything he had.
He broke the record for the most triples off the bench in an NBA Finals.
Oh, okay. How many did he hit?
16.
In total?
In a 6-game series, that's not a bad...
That's alright. What's that? Fucking 4 a game? 3 a game?
2.5 a game?
Yeah.
Wait.
I mean, I'll do that on a Thursday night, but whatever.
No, it wouldn't be 2. Oh, yeah, no, it would be 2. No, it'd be 3. It'd be 3.5.
6 games, 3,
I
18.
don't fucking know or care anymore, to be honest. I hate
It'd be
maths.
2.5, because he would have hit 18 if he did 3 a game. Alright, anyway. Let's fuck that off. Poll results, finally.
Oh.
At last but not least. Which is better, Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings? We had 141 votes, which I think is a fucking solid effort.
There was actually that many.
141 votes, bro.
That's wild.
That is
Majority
nuts.
is a dumb cunts, but that's
No.
wild.
63% Harry Potter, which makes sense, right? I'm just saying it makes sense because realistically there is more Harry Potter fans out there than there is Lord of the Rings fans. Like, you just have to accept that. You have to accept
Whatever,
that.
dude.
Have to accept that. But what surprised me was that when it first started and we're sitting at about 40 to 50 votes, Lord of the Rings was like winning.
Well, there's a point where it was 50-50.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, Lord of the Rings was winning, and it was literally like 2 or 3 votes out. And it was like up and down. We were looking at like 52%, 48%, and then like 50-50 or whatever. And then, unfortunately, I mean, rightfully so, Harry Potter came through and blew it out the water. Just Leviosa, that motherfucking shit. I don't know.
Did you write that down? I bet you fucking did. He did.
Fuck off.
I just saw it there in fucking bold italics as well.
But
No.
okay, so we'll talk about it, and I'll say why.
I really want a cigarette.
Well, fucking have one then.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Alright, so Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
So
that's right. You're a Harry Potter fan. You're a fucking gay cunt.
yeah, whatever. Just hurry the fuck
Yeah,
up.
whatever. Well, I told you. Oh, speak.
But you told me. You
Just
told me
fucking
what?
speak.
Okay, so Lord of the Rings, it's dope. Don't get me wrong, it is dope, right? It's sick. But like I said the other day when we were talking about it, you have to be very, 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 very fucking dedicated to watch Fellowship of the Ring, because not only does it take at least an hour and a half before it actually gets interesting after the first time we're watching it. First time you watch it, it's like, oh yeah, this is sick. Once you've watched it a couple times, you may as well skip at least 2 hours into that movie before you're even watching the shit that you want to watch.
So it's the Phantom Menace of the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Yeah, basically. Whereas Harry Potter, straight to the point, yeah, Philosopher's Stone is
straight
old.
to the point. After 11 movies.
No. Philosopher's Stone, yes, they're kids. Yes, the acting is questionable.
And the movie itself, in the same vein as Fellowship of the Ring, where it basically builds to fucking nothing. And then the second movie, there's a big snake or something.
Yeah, but fucking Philosopher's Stone, like you see fucking old mate for the first time,
So-
Voldemort. Well, you don't actually see him, but he's a fucking face on the back of his head.
Can you honestly sit here and
They
say you'd
fight
rather
fucking
watch...
chess monsters.
You'd rather watch Philosopher's Stone than Fellowship of the Ring? Because I feel... I don't know. I had that shit... That's
Platform
how
9 and
old
3
this
quarters.
movie is. I had
Think
it
you're
on
being
VHS.
funny, do ya?
That's how old the Philosopher's Stone is. I was like a year or 2 younger than Daniel Radcliffe when that movie came out. That's how old it is. And you're going to watch that back now and say, it's a good movie. And again, old movies can be good, just not that one.
Yeah, no, that's... Don't get me... Okay, don't get me wrong. Philosopher's Stone...
Twing.
Philosopher's Stone isn't the best Harry Potter movie. But Chamber of Secrets is dope. Prisoner of Azkaban, fucking sick. Goblet of Fire, dope. Order of the Phoenix... Pretty much as they get older, like third movie onwards, shit all over Lord of the Rings.
Well, okay. I read the first. I read up until
the world, like the whole, like people were saying, oh fucking Mordor, character building, blah blah blah. Like, it's the same fucking dudes, all the same age, the whole time. Just fucking
on a quest.
But okay.
Don't say the quest doesn't mean anything.
No. A quest does mean something. But, and don't get me wrong, like I said, it's still dope. But if Frodo Baggins is getting on a fucking eagle at the end of Return of the King and flying to fucking Mordor, wherever the fuck he flies to, why didn't he do that at the start?
Because he did.
Why didn't Gandalf go, oh, by the way, you can summon a fucking eagle?
Because Gandalf sacrificed himself to fight the Balrog and then came back.
Dumbledore fell off a fucking tower for the greater good.
Did he? Or was that Saruman?
No.
And you've got your movies confused.
Yeah, no shit.
Because...
literally the same fucking, like, scene almost.
For starters...
just an old grey, old white-haired man falling off a fucking tower.
I've not seen or read, like, I read up until Goblet of Fire. After that.
What are you about to say?
I didn't read.
No, but what are you about to say?
The Hobbit.
No, stop. What are you getting at here? You said
I've not seen the last probably...
oh my fucking Lord.
9 Harry Potter movies.
Oh, man.
I think I watched up to number 5 or 6 and then... You know what?
Why the fuck are we even having this conversation?
Because I've seen Lord of the Rings
Yeah, but you've not...
and I don't care what your opinion is about it.
I'm literally the only person here who actually knows what I'm talking about.
Have you read the Lord
Which
of
is
the Rings
usually
books?
the case.
Have you read the Lord of the Rings books?
No, I've not. Because I don't have time to read 2,000 pages about a fucking Frodo.
I didn't do it. Well, I did it when I had time, when I was like 12.
I was reading Harry Potter.
Well...
you were about 18 at the time. I was 6. But fucking... like...
But can you understand why...
No. No, there's no...
in the course of 3 movies... yeah, there was bits they missed from the book. Bits they could have included. But the 3 movies... in anything, I feel like that's always the case. But 3 movies, covered it all. Epic. The second movie... the most epic fight scene of all time. And then the third movie, they went, hey, let's do another epic fight scene. Yeah. That's the most epic thing you've ever seen. Aragorn.
Yeah, where Gandalf rocks up at the top of the fucking mountain, top of the hill, and like, smashes his shit.
Legolas skateboarding on a fucking orc down the side of a wall or some shit. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. At the end of the day, the most exciting scene in Harry Potter was when he came up against an anemic 40-year-old and went... and the other dude didn't fast enough. But in Lord of the Rings...
yeah, but what
you've got Legolas doing somersaults off of Gimli's shoulders and putting 3 arrows in 2 people's eyeballs.
Yeah, but what do you like? Nah, man, nah. No way.
You asked me the other day. You said Gandalf or Dumbledore, and you answered the question to this poll by asking me that question. What's Dumbledore going to do? Suck his dick? Didn't J.K. Rowling come out and say that he was gay? Not that gay people can't be powerful wizards, but not Dumbledore.
Okay, well, Dumbledore would definitely fuck up Gandalf. He would. What's Gandalf going to do? Hit him with his stick. By the time Gandalf's gone like this... to go bang with his fucking lance or whatever the fuck they're called. Dumbledore just does that. Dead. Fucking Avada whatever the fuck it is. Avada Kedavra. Cadavra Avada. Crucio. Fucking Bortz. Gone. You're fucking in pain.
Expelliarmus. That's the only one I can remember.
He could do that and get rid of fucking Gandalf's fucking horse and his wand. His fucking lance.
Yeah, but you must have not been listening before when I said Gandalf defeated the Balrog.
Yeah, but...
Now, Dumbledore isn't
but that's just unrealistic.
a 40-foot horned beast just... made of fire.
Yeah, but no.
Look.
Okay, right, you can... Okay, as a you're a kid. You love fantasy. You've got one world to live in.
Lord of the motherfucking rings.
Okay, so what, as a kid, where I don't even think there is other kids because you don't see any, you'd rather go live in Mordor... You'd rather go live in Mordor than live in Hogwarts, where you walk into the Grand Hall and you've got chickens on chickens and fucking, like, just food everywhere. With and fucking nearly headless Nick floating around.
Threat of someone with a vitamin D deficiency who doesn't have a nose.
This isn't even worth arguing because you've not even seen...
And I don't even hate Harry Potter enough to really shit on it.
You've not even seen
I just truly believe Lord of the Rings because 3 movies versus 12.
It's a very, very hard debate to have, but the people's spoken.
Yep.
Unfortunately, you won last week. You were with the winning team last week.
What happened?
Well, I was still right.
Okay.
No, but what do you mean what happened?
I understand what happened last week is the majority vote ruled, and as in democracy that often happens, you were wrong. 100%. Yeah. You were almost more than 100% wrong. If you could go into the negatives, you would have been there. But basically... No. I don't give a fuck about the poll. Like last week I did. But at this point in time, polls are wrong. Majority is wrong. Alright. We're going to do a special podcast episode on Saturday after we watch all the Lord of the Rings movies and Harry Potter movies. And I mean next Saturday because it's going to take us a week and a half.
I was going to say it's going to take a long time. I'm trying to think what Harry Potter's on. Because if you've legit not seen, like, after Goblet of Fire, you need to watch them. Because I reckon it will change your whole... Like, it'll change your idea of what Harry Potter actually is in the later movies. Like, cunts are dying. They're killing people.
I know. I don't hate Harry Potter. Like, I watched up to the one where... What's, Batman's name? And Batman gets killed.
Hey?
Robert Pattinson, but he's playing the dude who gets killed in the
Cedric
maze.
Diggory. Yeah, that's Goblet of Fire.
What's the one after that?
Order of the Phoenix.
Okay, so I read Order of the Phoenix. I don't think I watched the movie.
Yeah, so Order of the Phoenix is where... That's pretty much like the first time... Oh, is that
with Sirius Black and shit? And the dog dude? And Sirius Black is a dog, hey?
Well, he's in Prisoner of Azkaban. Azkaban. That's when he first comes into it. But Order of the Phoenix is when they've basically... Because Cedric Diggory died, that's the first time you see Voldemort as a person, as like a human. So Order of the Phoenix is... It's like the Order of the Phoenix. It's like, you know, Dumbledore and all these fucking people, or like the Weasleys and everyone have like a high fucking level, Sirius Black and shit. I'm pretty sure Order of the Phoenix was like an old school thing when they're all younger. They've reunited because Voldemort's back, so it's like that's what that's all about. So they're like forming an alliance to say, he's back, we need to fucking sort out what the fuck we're doing to fight him, you know? So that's pretty much Goblet of Fire onwards is when it gets real. Because Order of the Phoenix is like, shit's happening, all the fucking adults are involved, they're no longer kids anymore.
It's the first time you see someone die, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they're no longer kids anymore, it's real shit, and then fucking Half-Blood Prince is...
Who fucks? Like, does Ron and Hermione fuck, or...?
Well, Ron and Hermione, like, sort of get together. You don't see them fuck.
Lame.
But they get together. It's not really like an official thing, though. You can just, like, you can just tell.
Oh, I always
and
thought
then, like,
Hermione and Harry were going to... He gets with that Asian bird, eh?
Nah. Oh, my God, man. You actually have no idea.
Oh, he gets with Gwynny, doesn't he?
Gwynny!
Is that her name?
No.
Ron's sister?
Yeah, it's not Gwynny, it's Ginny. Yeah, Ginny.
Yeah, man. I said that.
Nah.
Just with a different flavour.
Yeah, they get together. Like, they're, like, you can see that. Like, they kiss and shit. But, oh, it's just fucking, like, Order of the Phoenix, bro. Oh, they're all just fucking nuts. But Deathly Hallows, Part 1 and Part 2. Part 2 is just nuts because it's everything that you've waited for. Of, like, the battle. Everything you've waited for the whole time. And then it happens. And it's just like, fuck. Oh, man. I'm so excited to watch this now. Holy shit. I think I have the DVDs somewhere, eh? I definitely bought them for the same reason, just to watch them again. But yeah, it's dope.
Yeah,
but I can agree with you. Lord of the Rings is sick, but I mean it made sense before the poll even started that Harry Potter would win because it's just got a bigger fan base. There's more movies, storylines longer.
It all makes sense to me. Me personally,
one thing I noticed,
Lord of the Rings was always
It's definitely two different types of people as well.
I mean, there's a lot of people into
I noticed a lot of dudes
into the other.
A lot of dudes went with Lord of the Rings. Harry Potter definitely had a lot more chicks in it.
Yeah, but that's like, for me, it's got nothing to do with the fact, like, I don't look at Harry Potter as being more feminine or something.
Well, no, not at all. But I don't think I've ever met a chick who's, you know, you meet a lot of girls that fangirl over Harry Potter.
But not like that for long.
Yeah, but not Lord of the Rings.
I suppose that's very true. Why? Like,
I don't know. But that's what I mean. It's just two different... Girls aren't...
Legolas.
Well, yeah, but I don't know. I guess just girls aren't attracted to fucking Frodo, for starters. Like,
no one is.
But then again, Daniel Radcliffe's not even attractive, so I don't know. Emma Watson's hot as fuck, though. Yeah.
Right? Okay, he skateboarded on an orc while shooting arrows at people. Yeah. I feel like...
I definitely want to watch Twin Towers again.
I just want to watch it all again.
But yeah, fuck, I was going to say something to do with that, and I forgot. Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, well, that was dumb. Our poll was dumb, but it wasn't. I sort of get it, I suppose.
We'll watch him. We'll get him, we'll watch him. We'll do a review in a fucking week's time. We'll do the poll again.
Gonna say,
you can change your vote.
Not really been drinking a great deal lately, and I'm on my 4th can, and I feel...
fucked.
I feel ratchet.
Man, I've not drank for fucking, 3 weeks.
Have one of these and you'll probably...
Nah. I'm waiting. It's my birthday next week, so I'm waiting till then.
That's smart.
But yeah, fucking... I don't know why, to be honest. 3 weeks, no alcohol. I almost went 3 weeks with no caffeine, but I had a coffee yesterday and today, so I'm studying, so...
Yeah, I don't think... Alcohol, I feel like at this point I could do, but coffee, no. That's my heroin.
I didn't really notice much difference, to be honest. I mean, I don't know if there's caffeine in tea. I feel like there is naturally caffeine in tea, just not like to the level of coffee. Yeah. But I've just been drinking black tea with honey instead of coffee, like in the morning, and it's done basically the same thing. Like,
yeah.
But I've always kind of noticed that I don't like. I've never really like. Sometimes I'll have a coffee, and then I'll be like, "Oh yeah, I needed that." Or sometimes I'll be like, "Fuck, I need a coffee." But a lot of the time, I'll just have a coffee for the sake of having a coffee, and I won't even get anything from it. I won't get a buzz.
Yeah. For all the coffee that I drink, like I probably finish like 60-70% of it.
Yeah.
I very rarely ever finish a coffee.
Yeah.
But, and again, I don't know if it's just
Well, it just sort of sits there, goes cold eventually.
No, but I don't know if it's like what's it called? I can't think of the word right now. But the stigma that I've attached to coffee.
Oh, yeah.
And again, I think being a cigarette smoker, a coffee and a cigarette,
Yeah.
I'm not one of those people who can have a coffee and a cigarette for breakfast. Breakfast comes before anything. But after that, and like today, going to work, and like I was in a rush and that, so I had breakfast, went to work. When I got to work, it was like just hanging out for Smoko to have a coffee and a cigarette.
Yeah.
I'd had a cigarette and stuff, but just that first coffee, you know, you wake up, you fuck your sleep cycle up, and you wake up and you just feel ratchet.
Yeah.
And yeah, whether or not, like, coffee doesn't really like fix everything for me, but it's just, it just feels so right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, coffee
So
is dope. It's amazing. But yeah, should we wrap it up on that note? Because I'm fucking hungry.
Yeah, man, I could eat.
Yeah.
I could definitely eat.
Let's go get vegan burgers from fucking KFC. And
Yeah, I just buy a fucking lettuce loaf.
I might just get one and then throw it back at them.
Do vegans eat carrot cake?
Vegans eat dick.
Definitely.
All right. Yeah. All right. On that note, fucking let's wrap it up. Same old shit. Fucking Apple Podcast, Spotify, follow, like, rate,
review.
Yeah. Subscribe on YouTube. The Smokers Lounge with Illdok and Blerbs.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yeah, that one. Share it around. Tell your mates. Tell your mum. Tell whoever.
Tell your mum, and if she's got a good WhatsApp doc, send them through.
Yeah, what's up, Doc? Fucking send some shit through, because we love to hear what yous want to know, and fucking ask us questions and topics and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, hope you've enjoyed the episode. It's been a pleasure. It's Illdok.
Fucking Aslan. Blerbs 1.
Yeah, peace.
See you, man.